Good afternoon, guys. It's Valentine's Day, February the 14th, and let me get my mobile. And I didn't have a chance to go out this morning, really, so let's have a look what time it is. 15:38, and it's Thursday. And do everything up again. And it's been like a spring day today. There has been April showers all day. Haven't seen a rainbow, but then I haven't seen one of them for a while. And in fact, I think the last one I actually saw was kind of sideways. It wasn't horizontal. It kind of went vertical and curved. All the traffic over there. Anyway, here I am, wearing red for Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day, everyone, and happy birthday, Dad. I spent the day with Mum. Yes, it's my father's birthday today as well. He would have been 86. Whatever 86 is. And Valentine's Day, oh my Lord. What that day has done to me over the years. I suppose with the kind of coming of television, Valentine's was in your face. I mean, there was adverts kind of leading up with all these gorgeous women who didn't actually resemble you one little iota, but you wanted their perfume, and chocolates. I mean, you wanted chocolates in a, there you go honey, in a heart-shaped box. And preferably for the chocolate to be heart-shaped too. And I can remember having two sisters who were younger than me. They got Valentine cards before I did, really. I think when I was younger, you didn't actually really fall in love until you were at least 14. But by the time my sisters got to Valentine's Day age-ish, it was more like 10. And I think to myself, why was it so important? Why was it so important? I mean, I went to an all-girls school, well, until I was expelled at 14. I didn't really used to go anyway. Because of them just putting me in a house room, because I was whatever they thought I was. I just thought I was asking questions, but you know, do not ask any questions. I'm looking for Abby. Oh, honey obviously knows where she is. And on Valentine's Day, if it fell on a school day, well, you just wanted to wait for the postman, you know, and Valentine cards had lovely little messages to the postman in those days. It would be posty, posty, please be quick. I don't know what the last bit of it was. Quick. I can only think of a few words that rhyme with that straight away, and I'm sure that isn't what they put on the back of the envelope. But you kind of were in this pretend world of it's not important, but also just longing for a card to come. And there were so many wonderful parents, weren't there, who used to send their daughters cards and then watch them as they were like, I don't know who it's from a secret admirer. And then when you walked out, you'd be imagining every man who gave you a second look, you'd be thinking, was it him? Or was it him? Yes, and if you had a guy that you really, really wanted the card to be from, and you saw him, you might kind of sassy around a little bit, you know. And then you'd probably find out that, no, he'd sent it to Beverly or Diana. Yeah. And so many girls used to be upset, really, really upset at not receiving a Valentine card. And it's strange because it's supposedly all about love, isn't it? Yeah. And then, kind of when I did get married, when I was 17, God, I saw some wedding photographs from that when I was throwing out my treasure box. I was going through that mass clear out of the hovel. And I'm 7 months pregnant. It's December. And I'm wearing an orange long gown, which came from C&A, and was on the bargain rail. Not surprisingly, it was pretty horrific. But I was tiny then, and it just looked like I'd got a football shoved up this dress. And on my head, I wore this goose feather, lovely white fluffy thing. I never received any Valentines once I was married. No, it was just a day that there was an excuse to get upset and for someone else to get angry. But hey ho. Yes, my wedding photograph. I don't know. What a day that was. What a day. If I'd have known then what I know now, and you know, this is something I'm entitled to say because I am on the wrong side of my 50s now. So I think that classifies me as in a position to be able to say, if I knew then what I know now. But the thing was, I didn't. No, I had no idea, and I don't think many other people did either. Even those who believed they did. Bless me. And I sometimes, well, even to look at that picture, you know, there's me supposedly on the happiest day of my life. Oh my God, memories of what happened the night before the wedding are just awful. And I feel for her. Do you know what I mean? Because it's almost as if, this is where I wonder if everything is actually happening continually, all of the time. Do you know what I mean? Because when I look back, I can still see her. I can feel, not in that kind of I'm in her body kind of way, but it's as if she's still real and she's still there. On that wedding day, just hoping that someone would put their foot down and say, you're not going to do this. I will not let you marry my daughter. But no, that didn't happen. And I can remember, because I was still quite a religious girl at that point, I can remember saying to God before I went down the aisle, you know, I don't mean a word of what I'm going to say, God, but I have to say it to save my baby. Yeah, very weird. But yes, it's almost like those moments in time still exist, if that makes any sense. You could do with a wash off, really. I've got my long johns on, can you see? Yes, red and long johns. And these days, I've talked about this before, but these days are basically, you know, we advocate a day, and the whole marketing and media and everything, you know, all kind of add weight and force to it. And most of the allocated days just become days of disappointment, thinking, is that all you could be bothered to get me? Or does nobody love me simply because you didn't get a Valentine card? Yeah. Crazy, really. Anyway, I'm just glad to get out. God, what a day. Last night we continued to work on the case because now Mustafa's got to translate the English into Farsi. So, yeah, and we didn't finish till 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm one of those people who I'm early to bed, early to rise and all that malarkey. And I found that once I'd gone past sort of midnight, 1 o'clock time, oh, it's dreadful. It must be awful to have insomnia. God. Happy Valentine's Day, Freightliner. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, yeah, it was very hard kind of going to bed and thinking I would do my usual, get into this sleeping position and just drop off. And you're kind of lying there thinking, I'm not going to sleep. And then you think, don't think about not going to sleep. Just imagine you are asleep. And then your pillow isn't quite right. And then you get the pillow right, and then some hair dangles across your face. And so you flick that out of the way, and in doing so, you've bodged the pillow. Anyway, I got to sleep, and Mustafa really had to go to work. And then when he comes back later, we are going to finish off his case for his brother, and then hopefully spend a bit of time together before he goes. Ooh, do you know this water's absolutely freezing. Oh, look at the colour of my skin on my feet. They say we're celebrating Valentine's Day too. We're going to go bright red. Oh well, I've come to get some wood as well. Try and keep doing that while he's gone, because I do love the wood fire. And tomorrow I shall visit the library and get some more books. Absolutely loving Sunset Song. It's a Scots novel, and it's just lovely to hear the language. The weans and the bairns, and get in the scullery and wash your hands. There's a lot of things kind of daddish around at the moment. Whoa, that was a slippy bit. But the great thing is, you know, your toes are kind of like brakes. They're amazing. Imagine if they could make a footwear that was as good as your own feet. Wow. Nothing will ever be as good as my own feet. Look at you, you mucky buggers. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I was hoping if I came here, we might see a rainbow with all the rain and the sun. And Mr. Loverman 82. Bit of a twitcher too, eh? Do you know the names of them all? Because I haven't got a clue. I mean, I'm thinking, should I go and get one of those books and be ticking them off? And then I thought, no. When you're like that, you don't notice the other ones that are equally as beautiful. Just because they're more common doesn't mean they don't sing as magnificently or fly around in an equally delightful way. This is like a quagmire. Anyway, it's all totally waterlogged. But it does feel lovely. It just feels very, very cold. Very cold. So I'm going to go in there, have a sit on that little ready-made seat and smoke a spliff and send out love to all of you on Valentine's Day, all of you. You don't need a card. You just need to open your heart. Not your post box. Because when you open your heart, love really does flood in from all directions. And most of them are secret. Anyway, time to go. Say goodbye, honey. And bye-bye, Abby. And goodbye, my feet. And there's a lovely bird over there singing. Now, you see, if I was into these books, I'd say, oh, it's just a bloody goldfinch, chappie. You know, we're looking for the lesser spotted, dwarf-headed sproggle bird. Right. Time to go, Rose. You don't have to talk some rubbish. Love you. Bye. Oh, how opportune. Bye. Keep looking up. Enjoy life, live it. Bye.